Hi guys, long time no speak. I've been really busy. Sorry for that. People seem to have um, uh, a repetitiveness in what they do and how they do it. So the example I'd like to add on to that is that you get people who always go through these phases. One day you talk to them, then they are newborn Christians, and the next day they've fallen back onto their old ways, and like me, I'm here and then I disappear for a week or two, and then I'm back, and then I'm back up again, and then I'm off. Anyway, so I've not been off. I've been off the internet, but I've not been off I've been off the diet, but I'll get to that just now. So, preparing for the biggest timed race in the world, called the Cape Town Cycle Tour. It used to be known for the last 30 years or something as the August Cycle Tour, the Pick n Pay August Cycle Tour. My last video, I explained to you guys how I needed carbs for the explosiveness in my muscles, and because carbs are addictive, I've fallen back into a carb habit. So much so that I've got the heartburn again. I wake up and I feel not rested, and it's really a case of that's what carbs used to do to me. Even though carbs were limited to only pre-ride if it's been longer than an hour and a half. However, for the last week I haven't cycled, but I'll get to that just now. However, before this week, for the last 3 weeks, I've been putting in a hell of a lot of hours, about between 15 and 20 hours a week. I couldn't do it on only fat and protein. I just couldn't do it. It was impossible. So what I saw was, with all the training, now this is interesting, with all the training and all the hours I spent in the saddle, my measurements started going up gradually. Well, let me say this, it started standing still. Now, as you can see the results, if you look at what Lou's been achieving, and previously when Keto Warrior was still around, you stand still and then you go down a bit, then you stand still, go down a bit, but I started standing still. So 2 weeks ago, I didn't want to measure, but I measured only one or two parts of my body, and I saw that it went up slightly. Then I went into this inner war with myself. What's the right thing to do? Do I prepare for this race and do so much on the bike and gain weight, or do I focus on the diet and forget about the race? Now, unfortunately, I'm a very, maybe I'm stupid, but I'm a very stubborn person. I'm an all or nothing person. I either give it everything or I don't give it at all. My wife has always criticized me for not maintaining a balance, saying that yes, I'm partially in or not. I just can't do that. I'm either for it or not. So I 2 weeks, sorry, not Sunday, 2 days ago, Sunday 9 days ago, I rode a race, and I tried to do it without any carbs. It was a 104 kilometers or an 80 mile plus minus race, 75 miles, I'm not sure. A very tough race, a lot of climbing, and I did it without any carbs, without any energy drinks. I did it only with water and protein and fat, and I almost died. I suffered. Normally I do 100 kilometers, or let me tell you exactly how much. 100 kilometers. This was 105 divided by 1.6. Sorry, 66 miles, which is a century in kilometers. I normally do it in about 4 hours. This took me nearly 7 hours. I was 6 hours 35 minutes. I got sick on the bike. It was really bad. So got back home after the race, really depressed, and I haven't touched my bike since. The race is on the 8th of March, and I'm not going to do it. Flip that. I'm so over it. I don't want to touch my bike. I love it so much, but I don't want to touch it. I just feel that, do I really have to put myself through that to be able to perform? And it's so fake that I need to do this damaging things to me to perform on the bicycle. And I'm talking about carbohydrates. And it's just that like I say, it's all or nothing. So yeah, I'm really in two worlds at the moment. One side of me is pulling me towards the bike, and the other side is saying I don't feel good when I do it because I need to have carbs to perform. And I was on a real roll, and I've decided. So here it is, 23 February, 11:41 a.m. Sorry, it's 24th today. Hey, I missed a day somewhere. 24th of February. I've decided that I'm going to focus on losing weight. I'm not going to touch the bike for at least until I'm on my goal weight. It might not be wise, but it's time away from my wife. It's time away from my wife and kids. Me and my wife went for a walk this morning after a week and a half, 9 days, and it was with her. And funny that now that I've just released all pressure on training, and I mean it's a part of life. Now she wants to desperately do it, and I mean I used to go out for crazy hours. I used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, be on the bike at 3 o'clock, and then literally be on the bike for 5-6 hours. Get back at 7 o'clock in the morning. The next day I would be too tired to get up, and then I'd only get up at like 4:30 in the morning, and then be on the bike for 2 hours max. And then by the end of the week, my goal would be to do 20 hours. And then, you know, having my physique, I'm a big guy. People don't believe the hours or the mileage I do on the bike. And I just thought, the heck with it. I'm klaar. Klaar is finished in Afrikaans. I want to lose weight, that's the goal. I want to feel good. I felt so crap. I get heartburn. It's unbelievable how bad carbs make me feel. And yet, if I'm on the bike, if this is normal functioning energy level, this is where I can perform with fat and protein only, and go to the gym and have reasonable power. This is about my lactate threshold, where I need to maintain myself to have the glycogen stores readily available for that pump, you know, when I get to yields and jumping in the bunch and that sort of thing. And then I can't maintain this with that sort of slow release energy. My weight is still the same, and I'm so frustrated. I can't tell you how bad it is. And then to cover that a bit with some icing, I've been extremely busy. I've been so under pressure with work. We are self-employed. Me and my wife work for ADT. However, we fall under a pastor of ours has got an ADT dealership, so we are self-employed. However, we fall under his wing, and we've been so under pressure to make figures, and we've been through such a tough time in the business that I've been literally canvassed. It's unbelievable what we've been through. So my focus, I promise you, if I tell you that I did not have a minute in a day to sit down and make a video like this, there's not been a minute. At this point in time, I've got an admin day. It's cloudy outside, so I've not been able to go out and source new clients, and so I've got time to order pamphlets, and I've got time to just get my stock up to date, do a stock take, do very necessary things. And my wife left the building or left the house, so I've got time to quickly do this update. And there's a certain honesty with you guys that I tend to not share with my wife, because she's very strict when it comes to the eating and that, and she criticizes me heavily because of the fact that I'm not on the bike anymore, and I've just had enough. I'm really sick of it. It's as if I've got this fake dream that drives me to get on the bike and I weigh so much, and I'm not going to become something. And like I said, I'm an all or nothing person, so I don't want to get on the bike to finish the century. I'd like to have people say, "Whoa, how did you do that? How did you, with your physique, get to that level, or be able to do a century ride in under 4 hours and that sort of thing?" And yes, I might be. People might think I'm arrogant to say it now, but I was well on my way to do it. But I don't feel well. I didn't have energy, constant headaches, and I'm sure it's because of the spikes in my blood sugar. Moody. When I wake up, I don't feel energized. I'm really weak, and I've tried to ride without carbohydrates. And if you know cycling, you would understand that riding at a very low intensity, I can go on for 16 hours, 20 hours for that matter. But the minute I add intensity to it, everything is lost. I just do not have the power to carry on. Anyway, so I'm not back. I haven't gone anywhere. I've just been way too busy. I don't have time at night. I work really long and funny hours, and when I am here, I sit and do quotations. And you know, there's always something. And because I don't work from 8 to 5 each day, I never know. I might get a call now and quickly get dressed and go to a client. So yeah, that's an issue to me. So yeah, that's me. I've put the bike aside now. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to say about the people that repeats all these routines in their life. I don't want to say I couldn't balance the carbohydrates, but because you've got a spike in your blood sugar, you tend to get hungry faster. And for some reason, I think the chemical, the way these foods are put together on a chemical basis, high fat, low carb doesn't work with carbs as well. You've got to do the one or the other. So all or nothing once again. But that's me, that's the update. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.